Whether you realize it or not, your thyroid is under attack every single day. And I'm not talking about from your own immune system, which does happen a lot to thyroid patients. Instead, I'm talking about the onslaught of chemicals and toxins that you come into contact with day in and day out. Compounds like dioxins, BPA, PCBs, pesticides, phthalates, heavy metals, and more all act as endocrine disruptors which can and do negatively impact thyroid function. In fact, some of these chemicals sit on thyroid hormone receptors and block your own thyroid hormone from doing its job. It sounds terrible, and it is, but for most healthy people, it actually isn't a big deal. Most healthy people can tolerate a reasonable exposure to these compounds and have no problems eliminating them. But this isn't necessarily the case for thyroid patients. Due to the way that thyroid hormones impact different systems in your body, thyroid patients have a difficult time removing these compounds compared to the average population. What does this mean for you? Two things. The first is that you need to be cautious about avoiding these compounds to begin with. And the second is that you may find significant relief and a reduction in your symptoms if you aid your body in eliminating these harmful compounds. Today, we're going to talk about 5 easy things that you can do right now to do just that. Number 1 is to sweat more often. Sweating is a simple and effective way for your body to eliminate toxins. In fact, we know from some studies that sweating is the body's preferred way to eliminate them, meaning all things being equal, your body will preferentially eliminate toxins through your sweat compared to some of the other pathways that we're soon going to discuss. But here's the problem. Thyroid patients have a hard time sweating. Not only is your body less likely to sweat because of your thyroid problem, low thyroid states result in the symptom of fatigue, which means you're probably much less likely to exercise as well. The good news is you don't have to rely solely on exercise if you want to work up a good sweat. One of the most simple ways to work up a sweat is with the use of a sauna. And not only will using a sauna help you sweat, it also comes with additional benefits to stress, sleep, and even weight loss. As far as which sauna to use, you have 2 options. The first is a traditional Finnish steam sauna. This type of sauna heats you up from the outside in and usually have to be dialed up to a much higher temperature compared to the type of sauna we're going to talk about next. The second type of sauna to consider is called a far infrared sauna. These saunas take advantage of light therapy and actually heat you up from the inside out. Because of this, they often result in a deeper sweat compared to using a Finnish sauna. And the far infrared light that's found inside of them provide additional benefits to your body as well. Both types of sauna can work to help you work up a sweat, but my recommendation would be to stick to a far infrared sauna if one is available to you. Your goal should be to get 60 minutes of total sauna time each and every week. Ideally, you would split this up into multiple sauna sessions of anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes each time. But both types of saunas are effective at activating heat shock proteins, which enhance detoxification pathways by assisting in protein folding. On top of this, both types of sauna activate cytokines, which can reduce inflammation across the entire body. The second thing that you want to do is improve lymphatic drainage. Your lymphatic channels don't get the attention they deserve, especially when it comes to detox. These channels, much like your arteries and your veins, move fluid, proteins, and cellular waste throughout your body. They act as a cleanup network to bring back things that have exited your circulation so that they can re-enter that circulation and be eliminated by your liver or your kidneys. The big difference between your lymphatic system and your arteries and your veins is that the lymphatic system is not under pressure, meaning your body won't automatically move lymphatic fluid back into circulation without some assistance on your part. This is where you can step in and make a difference. Here's how to do it. The first way is through exercise and muscle contraction. Any movement of your muscles will increase lymphatic pressure and improve lymphatic flow and drainage. Even simple movements like walking can do this, but lifting weights and exercising is especially helpful. The second thing you can try is massage therapy. Massage therapists are trained to give massages such that they enhance lymphatic flow. So feel free to use this as an excuse to go get a massage. The third method you can try is called dry brushing. Dry brushing is essentially a form of body massage that uses dry brush bristles. By scraping these bristles across your skin, you can exfoliate the skin, but also enhance lymphatic drainage. Using one will also reduce stress and may improve skin texture as well. The fourth thing you can do is stretch regularly. And the fifth thing you can try is yoga. These ones are pretty self-explanatory because pretty much any exercise or movement that you do will enhance this process. The key to getting results is just be consistent. Number 3 is support liver function. Your liver is considered the master detoxifier for your entire body. It's filled with proteins and enzymes that help break down pretty much anything you come into contact with, including food and even pharmaceutical medications. Not only does it help chew through toxins and compounds for elimination, it also provides a direct route of elimination through your bile ducts. But on top of all this, it also happens to be the major site of T3 thyroid hormone production. No matter how you look at it, improving liver health is one of the most important things you can do as a thyroid patient. The question becomes, how can you ensure that your liver is doing its job so you can take advantage of all of these things? Traditionally, doctors do this by looking at a couple of liver function tests, including AST and ALT. If either of these enzymes are elevated, it indicates that your liver is under some sort of stress or experiencing some sort of damage. Right now, the most common cause of liver stress and liver damage is fatty liver disease from insulin resistance. And fatty liver disease occurs in thyroid patients at a higher rate compared to the average population. If you have access to your AST or ALT levels, take a look at the value and make sure both are less than 20. Any value higher than this may indicate that your liver is under stress and may be experiencing damage. While AST and ALT are helpful, they only tell you if your liver cells are damaged. What they don't tell you is how active the proteins and enzymes in your liver cells are. The good news is that even if you don't know exactly how active these enzymes are, there are still things that you can do to improve their function. The first way to do this is by consuming the right foods. What you're looking for here are foods that are high in sulfur. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower provide your body with glucosinolates, which are sulfur-containing compounds. Thyroid patients should try to get at least one serving of cruciferous vegetables into their diet each and every day. And don't worry about the goitrogens found in these compounds either, because this number can be reduced by simply steaming your veggies before you eat them. The second thing that you'll want to do is eat more spices. Specifically here, we're looking at turmeric and ginger. Both of these spices have been shown to have an anti-inflammatory effect in the body and may upregulate detoxification pathways in the liver. My recommendation is to add these spices to either smoothies or tea, but you can also look at making golden milk. The third thing you can do is take liver support supplements. 3 of my favorites for thyroid patients include milk thistle, NAC, and calcium D-glucarate. Number 4 on the list is ensuring that you have regular bowel movements. Because your thyroid controls the kinetic movement of your bowels, thyroid patients often suffer from constipation. Why does this matter? Because your stool is another huge route of toxin removal. In fact, your body tends to send out fat-soluble toxins through your stool and water-soluble toxins through your kidneys. When you are constipated, your stool stays in your body longer, which means those same harmful compounds stay in longer as well. Constipation can also damage your gut microbiome, which will have negative effects on hormone balance and T3 levels. As a thyroid patient, your goal should be to have at least one productive bowel movement each and every day. And if you're thinking that's impossible, try these things. First, make sure that your thyroid is optimized and you're taking enough thyroid hormone. In many cases, just getting on the right type and dose of thyroid medication can completely solve constipation. Second, if you're still having issues, you can consider adding vitamin C and magnesium citrate. These 2 supplements will help you have a bowel movement, but they won't fix the underlying problem. Third, if you're still having problems, you can try taking supplements which have a prokinetic effect on the bowels. These supplements actually help with peristalsis, which propels the stool forward. Fourth, keep your gut healthy by using things like prebiotics, probiotics, and L-glutamine. And fifth, if all else fails, look for overgrowth bacterial and fungal syndromes. These are particularly common in thyroid patients because they suffer from a reduction or a slowing down in the movement of the bowels. You may find that you actually need antibiotics to fix this problem. When it comes to evaluating the quality of your stools, use the Bristol stool chart as your guide. Your stool should fall in the type 4 range. The 5th thing you can do is support kidney function. Your kidneys receive about 20 to 25% of blood flow from your heart, even though they are a relatively tiny mass compared to other organs in your body. This is because they function as the filtration system for all of your blood. Except for a few people that have chronic kidney disease, most thyroid patients don't actually have damage to their kidneys. But this doesn't mean that thyroid patients aren't putting extra stress on their kidneys. When it comes to thyroid patients, they are often consuming things that are highly caffeinated, have a lot of sugar, and promote dehydration. Even medications and supplements can put additional unwanted stress on your kidneys. When you compound this with the fact that 75% of adults are chronically dehydrated, your kidneys are probably working overtime even if they aren't damaged. So what can you do? The easiest and most simple thing you can do is simply drink more water. And in the process, avoid beverages that contain high amounts of caffeine and promote dehydration. How much water you should consume is hotly debated, but here's what I recommend. Aim to get at least a half a gallon of filtered water each day, or enough that your urine runs clear at least once per day. If you are someone who is worried about actual kidney damage, then you can get a couple of easy lab tests to confirm that. Kidney damage is not usually missed by doctors, but it never hurts to double check. Doing these 5 things can provide an almost near immediate boost to thyroid function. But if you want to take that boost even further, then I'd recommend looking into thyroid support supplements as well. You can check out this video next if you want to see the strongest of all those available.